Well, howdy, and welcome to another review of the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. This is episode 2, season 2, episode 2, Icy Apology. We starred at Jen's house, her chalet, or should I say chalet 2. Her closet's bigger than Erica James. It's just massive. It looks like a Ross store. And her nephew, Dwayne, wants to know how come she has so much stuff? How come she's accumulated so much junk? And so Jen decides that because it's Ramadan, she's going to donate a pile of her stuff to charity. On the phone, she reaches out to Heather because she and Heather have been out of sorts since the reunion. Lies and misdemeanors. We go over to Meredith's house and her son, where they have an annoying monotone voice, almost Kardashian-esque, and I wish somebody would take a hat pin and get that tone up. But she is still pissed at Jen. They haven't recovered because Jen has been posting random shit about her son and his sexuality. Stepping over to Mary Crossley's house. We've seen parts of it before, but we've never seen a lot of her house. And her house is, I hate to say this, but kind of reflective of her taste in clothing. She's got good, interesting taste. She just doesn't put it together. Her son's bedroom is about the size of a large living room. It has its own refrigerator. And in that refrigerator, he has water and yogurt. The two are still kind of strained and not talking. But Mary is kind of, she wants to renovate her house, and she hires a cousin who is not known for being on time. CP time, if you know what I'm saying. But apparently he does good work. But as we look through her house is furnished weird. It's just weird. It's just bizarre. I mean, she has these, it's kind of like, I don't know, Dr. Seuss meets American Horror Story. It's pretty bizarre. The carpet is green. It looks like a lawn. And of course the animals are confused, so they use it as the lawn. Moving over, we go to Lisa's house, and Lisa takes Jenny, the new girl. Meredith's not happy. Lisa is trying to bridge the gap between her and Jen. Meredith's not happy. Her attacking her son on social media. Jen is she's one of these people who hold on to things a long time. Like, her son made a comment that she saw her vagina, and everybody saw her vagina. That happened a year ago. But Jen is not the type to let it go. And so when you talk about somebody's kids, it's on and popping. So I mean, Jen is holding on to something that Mary said over a year ago. Mary said that something smells like hospitals. Well, that sent Jen over because her aunt was in the hospital. Moving on. Heather meets Whitley at a resale store, and Whitney's against Jen and Heather's friendship. I mean, it's pretty brutal, and Whitney's in why would you want to be friends with somebody who's called you Shrek and said you were racist? Why would you want to fix that? But I want to go over to the new girl. Jenny is going to be interesting. She's going to be an interesting character. In addition, from coming from Vietnam, she has successfully owned several medical clinics, and she stopped them because she wanted to be a mother, so she sold them all. Her husband wants to have more kids. Apparently, in the Vietnamese culture, if you have wealth, that also translates to having kids. And Jenny is saying no, I don't want it. My vagina would look like a basketball could fit through it. My girl Whitney, I'm telling you, I got love for Whitney. Whitney has a business, busy lifestyle. She wants more sex with her husband and not romantic sex, robotic sex, she calls it. And when the producer asks her what robotic sex mean, our girl Whitney shows her. Like, hear the bed squeak? Uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. I write to my kids and my friends who are going, God, Rodfather, why? I apologize. So Jen and Heather finally gets together. They meet at a place in the Salt Lake City area called Ice Castles. It's really cool. They've made man-made caves out of snow. I'm not sure I'd go in, but it looks cool on the outside, and they're meeting places inside, and it's really, really cool. And, the two agree that they miss each other. But Jen is still on social media, insulting Heather, and Heather has the receipts. Yes, I have the receipts. This is what you said to me, bitch. Busted. Jen first denies, that she was the author, but she's one of these people, and this person who goes, but people have done bad things to me. My kids are hurt by some things that people have said, not necessarily Heather has said, what other people have said. And, she goes on, she goes on to this ridiculous thing and we know people like that. They're not going to answer a question. They're not going to commit that they've done something wrong. But what they're going to say is, well, people have said racist things to me. And she talks about her upbringing, how people were mean to her and her upbringing. Oh, missing in all this BS is, I'm sorry, Heather. I shouldn't have said that to you. Jen is not going to say that. It's not going to happen. Now, the problem I have with this is, despite all the nasty things Jen has said to Heather, and they're pretty horrific, Jen wants to be her friend. And this is what Whitney was talking about. Like, this woman has come after you. Big time. You want to be her friend? Nope. So that's pretty much the end. I try to keep these short. Now, for some of you who saw that fantastic episode last week, I want to remind you, if you're confused, is Jen Shah's arrest happened 2 months into filming. So we're going to have to work our way up into what happened. I could tell you, but I'd have to kill you. If I have to kill you, I don't have any viewers. So anyway, this is the Rodfather ending a real Housewives of Salt Lake City, which seems to be the gem this far. I mean, it hopped off quick. And with the new Vietnamese woman, I think there's some spice here. Meanwhile, wish you love, joy, and happiness from the wonderful bedroom of the Rodfather estate. Talk to you later. Thanks for watching.